I'd like to call to order the regular meeting for April 23, 2025. Roll call, please.
President Zipfel.
Here.
Vice President Rogers.
Here.
Commissioner Andrus.
Here.
Commissioner Lestracco.
Here.
Commissioner Partha, which Commissioner Partha is going to join us remotely, and I'm going to call him if we want to include him in the roll call.
Okay. All right. I'm going to ask our consultant, George DePelzio. No, I didn't say it right. Percio. To lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Sorry about that, George.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We just did the pledge. You're on speaker, just to give you a heads up.
Okay. We have a short agenda, notwithstanding our massive crowd of attendees this evening. So is there a motion for approval of tonight's agenda?
So moved.
Motion by Vice President Rogers, second by Commissioner Andrus. All in favor of moving ahead with the current agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, that as approved, we can move forward. All right, citizens' comments. Are there any citizens' comments on agenda items only? All right, we're going to move on to our consent items. Is there a motion to enter into the record the consent items that are listed on your agenda? Is there such a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Lestracco,
Second.
second by Vice President Rogers. Those items include the Board of Commissioners meeting minutes of March 12 and March 26, the Treasurer's report for the month of April, and the paid bills in the amount of $59,638.40 and unpaid bills in the amount of $727,771.69. With that, I'll call a question. All in favor of moving those items into the record, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, that is approved as well. Okay, we have 3 action items. Again, quick meeting tonight, relatively. First is a motion to award the bid to Plymar Construction Company in the amount of $95,910 for the accessibility ramps, and that is a bid award. Is there such a motion?
so moved.
Motion by Commissioner Andrus.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Lestracco. Aaron, if you want to walk us through this one.
Sure. Thanks, Mr. President. So we're doing things slightly differently this year with the road program, in that the roads we're paving don't have ramps associated with them that are needed to be upgraded. So this first agenda item is for the ramps only. So this is a 2-part program this year, and thanks goes to Vice President Rogers for helping us facilitate and identify some ongoing issues over in the neighborhood of Stewart, Claremont, and Brentwood and Concord off of Line Lexington. We have experienced over the years some sinking in the road, which we've identified to be with some of the utility connections. So we're going to spend this year coordinating, thanks to Vice President Rogers, coordinating with North Penn Water and the HTMA to improve all of those connections as we replace all of the accessible ramps for this neighborhood in preparation for the paving program in 2026. So we'll do the ramps in this neighborhood this year, pave it next year once all of the utility connections have been fixed and the sinking won't happen then again. So 17 ramps within this neighborhood is in front of you, this first action item.
Okay.
Low bidder.
That's a great number. All right, any questions, comments, residents? No, hearing none, then all right, I'll call the question. All in favor of that motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, that is approved. Okay, action item number 2. It's a motion to award the bid to Glasgow, Inc. in the amount of $655,238.80 for the road paving program. Is there such a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Vice President Rogers, second by Commissioner Andrus. Aaron, this is kind of probably part and parcel of that, right?
Sure. Thanks, Mr. President. You see on the projection, the roads highlighted in yellow that are planned to be paved in 2025, listed here. So Cowpath, one that's been anticipated for a significant amount of time is Cowpath Road, the portion that is in the township and in the borough before you get to the state route, which is owned by PennDOT, which is 463 at 40 foot. So all of the locally owned portion of Cowpath, which is it's desperately needed if you've driven by there recently. And over the next 8 weeks, the Water Authority is going to be in there replacing some of its lines after some of the storm water was replaced in the last 6 to 8 weeks. So everything underneath is being repaired. So when we do this overlay, hopefully we won't have to reopen it. And I'm sure Mr. Masser is looking forward to a paved road out front of his house. Few others have been identified as well from the Public Works Committee and staff. Schwab Road from Orvilla to Moyer, and the General Forest neighborhood, which is Calmer, Summit, Jenkins, as well. And then Overbrook is one small road off of Cowpath right here near the borough line. So we are bidding this in partnership with Hatfield Borough. The majority of the paving contract is the township, but there is some that is for the borough portion. And just a quick reminder for the commissioners, these in red are all the roads that the commissioners have paved since 2010. So a significant amount of local roads, well over 85% of them in the last 15 years. And again, the two main roads in the township are state-owned, being Cowpath and Orvilla and Route 309. So commissioners have done a good job of investing in the infrastructure of this community, and that's a pretty good illustration of that right there.
All right. Any other questions or comments? All right, hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor of awarding that bid as identified in the agenda, say aye. 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 Opposed? Hearing none, that is approved. All right, our last action item is a grant application for stormwater improvement project. It's Resolution 25-07. Is there such a motion for approval?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Lestracco, second by Vice President Rogers. Aaron, I think it's our last one for the night.
Sure. Thanks, Mr. President. We discussed this item at the workshop meeting. Thanks to the Commissioner Lestracco for helping us identify and facilitating with one of our residents. Line Lexington's in one of the older roads in the township, and there's not a lot of infrastructure in there to manage stormwater. So there is a need to add some inlets and some connections. So this is a resolution that will attach to a grant. Thanks to George and his team at CKS for helping us put this application together. This will fund the project 85% if awarded. The project in its entirety is about $110,000. So the local match will be around $15,000 to $20,000 if we're awarded the grant. So it would be a nice help to help. It would be a nice additional money to help us fix a problem.
All right. Any questions or comments from commissioners, residents? Hearing none, I'll call a question. All in favor of Resolution 25-07, say aye.
Aye. Not here.
Commissioner Partha, did you hear? I'll call the question again.
Aye.
He said
Aye, okay. Yep, now we heard you.
Thank you.
All right, opposed? All right, hearing none, the ayes have it, all 5 people voted aye. So Resolution 25-07 is approved. Okay,
Just for a second, a clarification on 1 and 2. So this year, we're doing the sidewalks, or we're doing the handicap ramps in Stewart. And then once we get the road repaired, that's when we're going to repave it next year.
Correct.
Good enough, thank you.
Yep.
okay, solicitors report.
Nothing to report tonight.
All right, that's good to hear. Citizens' comments. Any citizens' comments? Yes, Ray.
The paving will go all the way until 40-foot road. So there is a portion in the borough that will be paved. We stop at 40-foot because that becomes then a PennDOT road at that point. So everything from 40-foot to township line in front of your house, Ray, will be paved. We'll make sure there's no speeding though, right, Chief, on the smooth road? Noted.
Ever since they shut down the Speedway,
It's all been downhill.
So, all right, if there's nothing else, I'll just, let everyone know next meeting, we will have an update on our Clemens Park expansion ribbon cutting ceremony, which was held this evening from 6 to 8. That's where many of us were earlier tonight. And we'll have maybe a video and some pictures. That was an extraordinary event. And Aaron, I want to thank you personally for putting that all together. It really was quite an evening.
Appreciate it. Team effort without question. All hands on, except Chief. He didn't do anything. Everyone else did a lot. Amazing turnout.
Amazing, that's right.
Amazing turnout.
That's right. So, all right, with that, then, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Andrus,
Second.
second by Commissioner Lustraco. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, I'll call a question. All in favor of adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, we are adjourned. Thanks for coming out, folks.
Thanks, Shahid.